the world. Tune in to Global Television with Chong Animal Joseph for a mouth-watering experience like never before. Join in as we explore diverse cuisines, exotic flavors, and exciting recipes from every corner of the globe. Lunch Global.
In today's fast-paced world, many individuals often neglect the importance of eating healthy, opting instead for convenience but often unhealthy food choices. Our eating habit plays a crucial role in determining our overall health, energy levels, and quality of life. As lifestyle diseases such as obesity, diabetes, and heart conditions become increasingly common, it is essential to recognize the need to improve and changing out eating habits. Making conscious dietary choices not only prevent health issues but also promote diseases and improve your mental and physical health. And today we're going to be looking at all of this from the physical health aspects, mental health aspects, weight management, lifestyle. Hello and welcome to another interesting episode here on Lunch Global. Today we'll be talking on the need to improve and change your eating habit. My eating habits, our eating habit, because it is very crucial and important for us to be so intentional about that. I am Chong Animal Joseph. We will return shortly after the break.
Introducing Lunch Global, a culinary journey around the world. Tune in to Global Television with Chong Animal Joseph for a mouth-watering experience like never before. Join in as we explore diverse cuisines, exotic flavors, and exciting recipes from every corner of the globe. Lunch Global.
Welcome back from the short break and welcome to Lunch Global today. If you're just catching up with us on today's episode, we are going to be talking about the need to improve and change your eating habits. And why you should make healthy choices, it is very important why you should. Yes, we think sometimes because we eat certain food and because the plate is looking fine and then there's so much food in the plate, that is what healthy food means, or that is the best choice you can make. No, that is not the case. Food is one of the most important tools for a life lived well and long. So you know that going in and out of the hospital, complaining about discomfort, and so many other things. Now, a healthy diet can help prevent diseases. In the United States, the top leading causes of death are related to chronic diseases, which comes from having an unhealthy lifestyle, smoking, poor nutrition, lack of exercise, and excessive alcohol use are the top causes of choices affect your mental health. It is not just about our physical health that can see a boost when you prioritize a healthy diet. Now, research also shows that food choices also affect mental health. Now, there's also a review that reports that a diet rich in vitamins and minerals is associated with a lower risk for mental health disorder, including anxiety, depression, deficiency. So, it is very important for you to understand that food does not just affect you physically. Sometimes they say, oh, when you don't eat well, your skin doesn't look, it looks dull, or you get malnourished, and it just have to be like the physical appearance. Now, it is not all about that. We should also be so focused and intentional when it comes to prioritizing our mental health. You know that when you are not mentally stable, I think it has happened to literally all of us. Sometimes you can just be mentally unstable, maybe personal concerns, things bothering you, and you are so out of place. You don't even get to eat well, you don't get to focus, you don't get to do other things. Now, if you do not eat the right meal that you're supposed to eat, you do not even need to have problems, have things that are bothering you, have maybe financial issues. Only food can cause you that problem that you are trying to avoid. When you eat a healthy diet, you may lose weight as well. Being overweight or having obesity is associated with an increased risk of this health condition per the CDC. So weight loss can be improved if you have a high blood mass index. Unfortunately, following a high quality diet in which you pay attention to portion sizes can help you reach a healthy weight according to I'm not supposed to do that. That is because I am not even that mindful. I'm not supposed to do that. That is because I am not even that mindful, and a lot of people tend to be careless, like they don't even care about what they are supposed to do. Now, let's make an instance with eating and pressing your phone. If you notice, when you're eating and pressing your phone, you don't eat well. You eat slowly. By the time you're about to finish, maybe before you finish eating, your food is either getting cold, or you're not even enjoying the food, but you're just eating it because you just feel like, okay, let me not just waste the food at the end of the day, or watching TV, or getting distracted, or gisting. And that's why they say you have to maintain a very, very good etiquette. Now, your etiquette helps you eat well. It helps you eat mindfully. So when you are eating, learn to turn off eating because you don't feel good in the moment, because you just feel, oh, something is just bothering me, someone just annoyed me, or I'm just feeling restless and I have to do it, or I have to just get myself distracted. Now, I think I came across some videos on the social media where people are competing and just eating anything. They eat too fast. You can choke on eating and it can cost you to your grave. That I can tell you for sure. You don't eat fast because anything can happen to you at that moment, and that's why emphasis are also being made that when you're eating, you do not talk because you can choke. There's pepper in the food. Don't forget there's oil. Some of this food, carbohydrates, they can be so stressful sometimes to swallow. So when you are eating, you have to be mindful while eating. In order to eat healthy, you have to be eating mindfully. Turn off any distraction, either your TV set, drop your phones. Don't just make too much of conversations, maybe with your friends or your family, even when you're sitting at the table. And then do not eat fast and do not eat for emotional reasons. Now, let's also look at how to improve and change your eating habit, because we're like, this is important. We want to all of this. If you want to improve on something, you have to learn it. It's one step at a time, and that is how you can improve. You make a plan. If you're starting a new diet, first of all, what kind of diet are you doing? Are you doing it because you want to eat healthy? Are you doing it because, okay, in eating healthy, you also want to watch your weight, try to regulate the fat in your body? Are you like trying to do keto? Are you eating because you're like a workout person, and then you want to eat to build muscles and all that? You have to think of it the way one person might, even if you have maybe a spouse, your husband or your wife, the way your husband will make his own meal plan, or you will make your husband's plan. So you have to make your plan, and you have to make it intentionally. Now, the first step to develop a concrete and specific plan of action is, for instance, tomorrow morning when it's time to eat breakfast, plan to skip the fast food breakfast, sandwich, and eat a piece of whole grain toast with peanut butter at home. So, when you're making that, instead of eating processed noodles or making any canned food or fast food, or maybe you have pizza in the house and you're like, okay, when you wake up in the morning, you want to go in with that pizza, that might not serve you very, very well. So before we go into details, let's quickly go on a short break. We'll return shortly. All right, you're welcome back, and we're talking about the 6 steps on how you can make a healthy diet. You can come up with your own plan, and we said the first one is make a plan for your new healthy diet. Now, it is very important for you to skip on processed food. There are a lot of people that are like, oh, I want to wake up in the morning and what I want to eat is burger and coffee, or I want to eat pizza and coffee, or all the time you're eating bread and tea. No, you have to be intentional, and you can switch that. Instead of going in with a fast food for breakfast, fast food, maybe sandwiches or whatever, burger, pizza you're going for, you can decide to make a whole grain toast with peanut butter at home. Now, you can even get your bread, you can toast your bread and have a peanut butter spread on it. When you take that with your coffee or your tea, that is more healthy. thousand naira, you can make a very nice meal and you can eat it in your home, not once, not even twice. So it is a good way to save money and use up what you have in the house, and it will likely be more nutritious. One easy way to do that, so you can pack leftover from last night dinner, and if sometimes it doesn't even have to be from dinner. Now for me, I intentionally make meal. I can make meals. I can tell myself that tomorrow I want to make this particular meal to work. I will make the food, make sure that I have the one that I want to take to work the next day in the morning, and then in the morning I microwave my food and I enjoy it. I don't have to spend money, and I realize that all of that has helped me cut down on buying food outside, and it has helped me eat healthy. Lately I've been having health concerns. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm bothered, my stomach hurts, ulcer, and all of those things. But when I decided to start making my meals from my home, I don't buy food outside like that, I realized that I am more healthy. I don't even complain about all of those concerns. I can even stay, funny enough, sometimes one can get so busy and then you don't eat at the right time. I don't even feel hungry in the moment because I try my best to eat, and when I'm eating, I eat healthy, so it sustains. And you also need, the next step is for you to keep unhealthy foods out of sight. If you're someone, if you can't see cookies, or you can't see cake, or you can't see white chocolates, and then you must just eat it, try and cut down on buying all that. Don't always keep alcohol in your house. It's of any unhealthy food, and start thinking about getting only the good stuff into your kitchen. That way you will have more of a chance of eating healthy and much less of a chance of eating junk. Make a shopping list so that you can pick up all the vegetables, fruits, and other plant-based food that days maximum. I would say 5 days. If maybe from your home or from your house to the market is far and you want to buy a little bit much stuff, then you have to now try and buy them just for 1 week so you don't waste money. We're still also trying to talk about cutting down on spending, saving money at the same time, because all of these steps will help you stay healthy. And of course, I said it earlier, the next step, you have to take baby steps. It is important that you take baby steps. Don't rush into it. Set small, double goals at the same time. Doable. You have to set a small and a doable goal. Don't just make it very bulky and say, oh yeah, it has to be this. Now you also have to consider the money you're spending, the time, the energy, and all of that. So you have to take baby steps. Start small and see if you can sustain. And when you start small, you can try to start the meal plan for like 3 days. Then next thing you can push to 5 days, 1 week, 2 weeks. Before you know, you're making meal plan of 1 year. It's doable. For instance, you want to eat 3 more servings of vegetable this week. How can you make that happen? Maybe that's by adding 1 extra serving of veggies to dinner just 3 nights this week. Or you're going to make 1 meal that's bean based, like chili for lunch, just 1 day this week. So you can decide to go in with your vegetable and do that with your maybe bean. Just change your meal and then have a vegetable base or a bean based meal. It is not, all of these things are not expensive, because we see them all looking fancy, dish up beautifully in a plate. We'll be like, I can't even afford this, it's too expensive. Trust me, try it first. When you try it, you come back and thank me for that. Now, the next thing is you need to start a journal to monitor your food choices. Now, if you start a journal, that's you writing, this is what you're eating, how do you monitor it? Now, you can cancel your old eating habit and switch it with your new eating habit. Now, when you write this in your journal, write how it was and then the new step you're taking, and then observe yourself. And when you skip that, each step, when you leave each step, you can tick yourself, and that's when you start seeing that, okay, actually you're really growing. A food diary is one way to eat healthier. It is not a track calorie or carbohydrate. Instead, writing down your food habits will help you better understand the why behind what you eat. Getting to this root reason is a critical step towards behavioral change. For instance, you came home after work and binged on chip and salsa while preparing dinner. Revisiting your food diary can help you understand that it was because you skipped breakfast and ate a small rush lunch. You were really hungry when you got home and couldn't wait, and that's because you skipped something. Imagine you're eating your lunch and